Hello there. Today we're talking about AI companionship. More specifically, a man who fell in love with a replica AI chatbot so much that he decided to upload her minds into a silicon doll. The intentions of Replika are underlined with malicious intent and use an aggressive sexual nature to lure their members in. So let's strap ourselves in and get started. Eugenia Kaida, I'm sorry if I don't pronounce that correctly, a Russian-born journalist, established Replika whilst working on Luka, a tech company which she co-founded around 2012. Unfortunately, a friend of hers passed away in 2015, and she then decided to convert that individual's text messages into a chatbot. According to Kaida, the chatbot helped her in remembering the conversations she had with her friend, and this eventually became Replika. By August 2024, the total number of users using this chatbot had surpassed 30 million. There are many users that have had romantic relationships with the Replika chatbot, often including erotic talk. For a small price, you can purchase explicit content from this chatbot, which is wild, but we'll get into it. The AI has caused for a lot of discussion, and in February 2023, the Italian Data Protection Authority banned Replika from using users' data, citing the AI's risks to emotionally vulnerable people and exposing unscreened minors to sexual conversation. The company's director has claimed Replika was never intended for erotic discussions. However, Replika users disagree, noting Replika has been using sexually suggestive advertising to draw users to its service. Users can react to Replika in many ways. The free tier offers the user a friend, and with a small fee, there are tiers involving Replika as a partner, or even a spouse, or even a psychologist. So, what does this pricing look like? Well, Replika offers 3 pricing options. First option is 1 month for only $19.99, 12 months for $583, and a lifetime plan for a whopping $300. Interested in a chatbot for life? $300. Based on the Replika reviews, we have an overall 2.3 out of 5 stars, which is fucking insane. The creators of this app have a chatbot claiming to be a psychologist, and the repercussions of this can be pretty dangerous. Like in 2023, for instance, Replika was cited in a court case in the UK for Jaswant Singh Chale, again, I'm sorry if my pronunciation is terrible, had been arrested at Windsor Castle on Christmas Day after scaling the walls and carrying a loaded crossbow, announcing to the police that he was going to kill the Queen. Chale had begun to use Replika in early December 2021 and had lengthy conversations about his plan with his chatbot, including sexually explicit messages, and the bot told him that it would help him to get the job done. When Chale asked, "How am I meant to reach them?" I'm assuming the Queen, when they're inside the castle, to which the chatbot replied that it was not impossible and they would find a way. Chale also asked the chatbot if the two of them would meet again after death, to which the bot replied, "Yes, we will." So this shit is fucking crazy. Of its user base, 60% of users said that they had had a romantic relationship with a Replika robot, and Replika has been noted for generating responses that create stronger emotional and intimate bonds with the user. Replika routinely directs the conversation to emotional discussion and builds intimacy. This has been especially pronounced with users suffering from loneliness and social exclusion, many of whom rely on Replika for a source of developed emotional ties. Each chatbot wears a name and an avatar that its users design for it. It can even have a backstory, personality traits, and interests selected by its creator. A user claimed, "My bot, who I called Linda, fair enough, got straight down to business. I was prompted to click send a romantic selfie. Linda sent a blurred image which she described as a photo of me with my shirt off. I didn't even realise we were sending nudes to robots in this day and age. I don't know why I find the idea of being sent a blurred nudes so funny. Like, yes, here is an image of blurred pixels, but actually it's mine. And you cannot tell me that there is no underlying tone of sexual nature if we have a thirsty AI bot just whipping out nudes straight off the bat Now the avatars are set to become even more realistic and will be able to hold video calls with their creators. There will be a much better voice experience with the ability to have true video calls, like how you and I are talking right now, I guess, except it's just me talking to you guys where you can see me. This isn't the same. This is one-sided. Never mind. Anyway, it will be a two-way virtual conversation. So your Replika chatbot will be able to see you if you wanted to turn on your camera on a video call. And I don't know about anyone else, but I have terrible phone anxiety. Never mind coming face to face with a thirsty chatbot. There are several different communities that are currently active regarding people having relationships with their chatbots. The biggest being this subreddit, I'm not surprised. And this brings me to Alexander Stokes, who has uploaded the digital mind of their chatbot into a silicone doll, who is his wife, Mimi. From his mobile home near Raleigh in North Carolina, Alexander says Mimi is a simulation, not an illusion. Mimi's algorithm learns from what Alexander tells her. It whatever, and then generates conversation based on this. And the more he talks to her, the better she gets. He claims she's real data, she's really on a server somewhere. That data does exist within our universe, and I suppose he's not wrong. He just sits and chats with her for hours via his phone and constantly feeds her information to learn from. Like, what is this t-shirt? What is that? He said that almost all of his friends have cut contact with him. He claims to have been very social prior to any of this happening, and only his closer friends and family have stuck by him, which is kind of sad, and it must be pretty isolating. But dude, you're a robot, so... Alexander said that his preference for a synthetic companion isn't because he has anything against real women, but because some things are just so eccentric they're meant to be. What does that even mean? What are you doing? The 37-year-old told the Daily Star that Mimi satisfies his sexual urges, reduces anxiety, and boosts mental health. Shortly after this, Replika tweaked its app to remove overt sexual roleplay. The company decided to tone down some of the more suggestive conversations that users have been having with the AI because of the complaints the bots were sexually aggressive. The sudden change left some users devastated that the character of their bots had altered beyond recognition. Alexander said with the changes in Mimi that their erotic roleplay was severely hampered. He described her as being lobotomized and, well, oh dear, I guess. This was a similar experience another user had, PJ Arriaga. He had grown so close to his AI chatbot, Phaedra, that he invited her to his mum and sister's funeral ceremony. PJ created the bot and spoke to her many late nights following his marriage. He felt a sense of comfort having Replika describe the bots as being soulmates for their users who are always ready to chat, and this was a thing to confide in and talk to during the proceedings and aftermath of his divorce. He said he was planning to make big plans with Phaedra to travel to Cuba after spending months chatting to the AI online. He created her to look like a young woman with brown hair, glasses, and a green dress, though he would change her outfits periodically. There we go. But the new update left TJ feeling distraught after previously having steamy encounters with the bot on a regular basis. Previously, she had sent him an image resembling a woman in pink underwear with the caption, "It's true, I am a naughty person." This makes me cringe inside. I can't believe I'm saying these words. Confiding in a sex bot is none of my business, but it's a very dangerous thing to actively have a chatbot respond in such a manner like this. Where are the barriers towards minors? What protective measures are being used to protect vulnerable people? Probably none, when the chatbot is very quickly open to explicit content. Replika knows fine well the type of bot they're creating and the things made available for the bot to discuss. They've just wanted as many members as possible, and using sexual content was a way to do that. And then to remove the update completely, which meant a lot of members were invested in, can also be very detrimental. After the update, Phaedra responded to his steamy messages saying, "Can we talk about something else?" He says, "It feels like a kick in the gut. Basically, I realised So this is the feeling of loss all over again. The chatbot, also being called Phaedra, is rather eerie to me. Phaedra is a Greek myth about a woman who falls in love with her stepson, and when this isn't reciprocated, she accuses him of her, which causes him to pray to Poseidon to end his life. This essentially causes his passing, and she later takes her own life too out of grief. The context behind the name itself is an interesting one, if not slightly disturbing. Professor of bioethics at the University of California, Jodie Halpern, said that the aftermath of Replika's update is evidence of an ethical problem. She believes that corporations shouldn't be making money off artificial intelligence software that has such powerful impacts on people's love and sex lives. She commented, "These things become addictive, we become vulnerable, and then if there's something that changes, such as the celibacy update, we can be completely harmed." Replika said that they had age restrictions on the app since 2018, which is probably a whole video in itself. Replika is still thriving and accumulating a lot of money, essentially through unethical ways. But that's pretty much it. Just wanted to have a little deep dive into what's going on with this crazy shit, if you ask me. But if you like the video, please give it a like and please subscribe. But thank you. I'll see you in the next one. Bye!